Aston Villa against Manchester United. Villa in a poor run of form and closer to the relegation places than they'd like to be. Our commentator, Brian Moore.
It's easy for young Lee Butler, 22 years old. Just this one game he's had in the league against Everton, formerly with Lincoln City. Price. Donaghy with the throw. Robson playing it forward. Another free kick to Aston Villa. Steve Sims again with it. Hit high towards big Ormondroyd. Beardsmore with a little touch. Gage picking it up here. Looking for McAnally on the far side. David Platt's in the middle. Ormondroyd with his height as well. Platt with a header. Great save!
Well, there's an inquiry among the Manchester United defenders there. Stevie Bruce was saying that somebody should have been picking him up. We'll see, it was a very good ball, and look at the space he's got, Brian. Yards of space, no United defender in sight.
And Jim Leighton continuing the form that he showed for Scotland on Wednesday night. Touch there by Sims! Against the crossbar, and United somehow getting that away. And when you're struggling near the bottom, the luck very rarely goes with you, and Villa will be cursing the fact that that came off the crossbar. There's another cross coming in. Ormondroyd going for that one, and safely held by Jim Leighton. Now the charge is on at the other end. Stims has got to get back and does so successfully with a touch to goalkeeper Butler. Great header by Steve Sims, and United breathe again. Robson. Keown. Martin to Strachan. In goes Platt very quickly, dispossesses Strachan, but then runs into Robson. And here's Beardsmore. Gage, Gray, Ormondroyd, Callaghan played it forward for Gray, who'd made a good run for him. Ormondroyd, but he tried to get across in, he's got to get past Bruce first. A free kick to Villa. Oh, Callaghan will now be looking for the likes of Ormondroyd and McAnally and Platt and Sims and Keown. There are plenty of Villa men forward now for this one. A whole clutch of them just outside Jim Leighton's 6-yard area as Callaghan plays it in. And it was Bruce who got up highest of all. McAnally on the far side for Villa. Desperate for a good result from this game. Get a corner. Paul Birch. Oh, just wide there from Martin Keown. And Villa, if anything, making the better chances around the Manchester United goal.
They certainly are, Brian. They're hustling and bustling United and forcing them into mistakes. And that was a bit of a chance here for Martin Keown, because as United ran out, when Birch played the ball through, he certainly was onside, and he just crashed it past the far post.
Gage. That foul by Bruce, a free kick to Aston Villa, taken quickly by McAnally. He's picked out Birch on the far side. Here's Beardsmore again. Oh, a lovely little ball, played over two Villa players. Beautifully for Mark Hughes. And Beardsmore's gone on the run himself. Hughes prefers to find Donaghy on the far side. Sharpe, the left foot cross. And the ball has gone out of play before McClair could hook it in. And before Lee Martin could get it back, it had just crossed that byline.
We'll have a look from this angle, Brian, and just see how much it went out, if in fact it did go out. It was a very deep ball, just eluded him in the first place, yes. Looked to be about a yard out.
Ferguson, front row on the left. Matt Busby there, I can see in the second row, alongside Bobby Charlton. Good to see Sir Matt here. Celebrates his 80th birthday in May. Robson. With Sharpe. Played it again for Donaghy. Hughes. Floored there by Keown. A free kick to Manchester United. McClair shot. Good save by the young keeper.
That was a good save, Brian, because as you know, the ball flying low through the ruck of players, and we can see it from behind the goalkeeper. It was a firmly struck shot. Just evaded the wall. A good save.
McInally now to Ormondroyd. Should have done better than that. Again, McInally opening things up for them, Ian.
Well, it was a lovely little ball. United are claiming offside, and I don't know. I wouldn't know where Martin was on this side if he was playing him on. In fact, he must have been, because the linesman had kept his flag down.
Yes, the old fashionable inflatables are here, and the crowd pretty buoyant, but yet to find the first goal of the game. McInally getting in behind Donaghy. Ormondroyd on the far side, and Leighton only grabbed it at the second attempt. There was no whistle.
Well, I really don't think it was a foul, Brian, because you know, it was another one of these very tempting balls. Jim Leighton came, it was going right over his head. He stretched there, and he bumped into his own defender, Steve Bruce, and the ball ran free.
Callaghan. Now, can Villa turn this good spell into a goal? Well, here's Bruce for Manchester United. Keown's out there to shadow him. Still got it in, and Hughes with the header after Sims had badly misjudged that cross-in.
Well, United's first real chance, certainly of this half, Brian, and Hughes will be annoyed with himself. He never got that on target.
There's Ralph Milne. Callaghan being watched there by Martin. Wesley Martin coming off. They're going to try and make the substitution now. And on comes Ralph Milne. Coming across here, indeed, Lee Sharpe's gone back there, and Donaghy's gone across to right back. Here's Price. Gage. Robson stretching, but not quite getting to it. Birch playing it in. Gets another chance here. Finds Price with it. Keown. A free kick to Manchester United. A young man in a certain amount of pain. On the right of the picture, Clayton Blackmore, the other Manchester United substitute. McClair. There's an offside flag up. Free kick to Aston Villa. As well as conceding goals at one end over the recent weeks. Aston Villa, they've scored only 4 times in their last 7 games. McNally, in fact, has not scored in the last 6 he's played, and yet is still by far and away their top scorer with 21. There's David Platt, used to be a Manchester United youngster himself. What great incentive for him to do well today, and he's found Price beautifully. But it falls for Strachan. Hughes touching it down for Daley. Made towards Beardsmore, but Keown standing up strong, but nonetheless played it straight to Strachan. Here's Hughes again, and it comes off Strachan. It's going to be a goal kick.
I would say that some of the more experienced players at Manchester United did not do so well, but when that ball was cut back there, it's the good defending because they got close to Ormondroyd and you know, put him under a little bit of pressure.
And the Home Secretary, Douglas Hurd, sitting between Doug Ellis, the Villa chairman, on the left, and Bobby Robson, the England manager, on the right. So Villa might be trying to bring on Ian Olney, young striker, and Ormondroyd is coming off. So one striker replaces another. As Villa go looking for an elusive goal to give them 3 valuable points. Olney. Keown. McClair. Again. Olney. Callaghan. With McAnally up front. Birch making a very good run for him. Just over the top. A really good effort there by Callaghan. And I think the entire United defence probably waiting for him either to slip a short pass to McAnally or one through the middle to Birch. Decided to go it alone. Ian?
Well, I thought the goalkeeper got a touch. Maybe we can see from here. I think he just got a little finger to that one and knocked it over the top. It was a cracking shot. I mean, he caught everybody by surprise. He really let fly. Yeah, I would think Jim Leighton got a touch on that one.
McAnally battling the way out there to Nigel Callaghan. Ray. Callaghan. There's the cross. It eluded Robson. McAnally! Oh, a marvellous save by Leighton. They'll tell you how good it was. McAnally hit that with just about everything. Applause from the bench. And that goes down as one of the great saves of the season. We'll see the corner before we see that save again. Sims trying to turn it back, goal kick. What about that, Ian?
Oh, what a super save, and Alex Ferguson looked rather nonplussed about it all, as if he expects his goalkeeper to make that kind of save. It was a cracking shot again by McAnally, set up by Platt, and he really rifled it. That was a super save.
Oh, he kept that in well, did McClair. To Villa's surprise. Strachan now finding Hughes. Blackmore. To Lee Sharpe. Alf Milne away on the left. Here's Blackmore again. A little dink through. McClair's in there. Oh, fine save. Good reactions there from young Lee Butler. McClair was through and had just changed the direction of it from close in. But the reaction of the young keeper was excellent. At the expense of a corner. Here it is. Milne now with it. Struggling here, but now Villa get it away. Phelan just tipping it on towards McInally. Blackmore there quickly. It's time for Lee Sharpe. Gage for Donachie. They're anxious to keep this away from the goal as Platt plays it forward and then gives a claw ball there straight to Clayton Blackmore, but that's the final whistle. Without a goal, but with an improved performance by Aston Villa, getting the applause from their fans.
And that draw leaving United in 7th place, but still everything to play for in the title race. Arsenal still lead the way with 55 points, but their defeat and Norwich's win has closed things right down. Norwich just 2 points behind now, and with a game in hand. Millwall are keeping up their challenge, with the big names lining up in case the leaders falter. At the bottom, West Ham, Newcastle and Sheffield Wednesday still occupy the 3 relegation places. Not one of those bottom 6 teams managed to win this weekend. Just before we go, a reminder that you can now enjoy English soccer even more by having the Matchday programme with you as you watch the show. Team news, features, facts and figures,